Do you know that studying for long hours does not guarantee you success? Yes, I can use myself as an example. When I was in year 2 in medical college, I studied for almost 7 hours straight for a particular subject, a particular course I was always afraid of. But when the result came out, I still got a D. I was frustrated, but at the end of the day, I couldn't do nothing else and I just had to let it be. At the end of this video, I'm going to drop you a bonus of how you can actually get a good study habit. I'm going to highlight worst student study habits, and I'm also going to highlight best study habits for students, and I'm also going to drop a bonus at the end of this video. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science, and in my channel I help students level up their academic game. I share full tips on my channel focusing on personal development. So if you love content like this, don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can help me grow. And just like I've said in this video, I'm going to highlight best and worst study habit every student must know about. There are a lot of study habits we have learned that has become part of us. We learned it since we were growing up and we felt we were actually correct, or we felt we were actually nice. But I want to let you know that those study habits is now outdated. It's something that if you do and you are not careful, you still fail that particular course, which almost happened to me, failing a particular course known as embryology in medical college. So I want to first of all list out the worst study habit before I give you the remedy, which is the best study habit you must get, and I will also drop you my bonus. So the worst study habit number 1 is passive reading and highlighting. Passive reading is the one that we have been doing. In fact, almost everyone has been doing it. Passive reading is the one where you just read, carry a book, and you are just reading. After reading, you just close your book and you go. Then highlighting is the one where, for example, this is the book you are highlighting. You tend to be highlighting everywhere, be drawing lines everywhere. That is highlighting. In the course of your study, a lot of students just read passively. Just read, close the book. Oh, I'm true, I've read for 6 hours. Without actually employing the effective study technique, which I will talk about. I don't want to rush it. Second worst study habit students do is cramming the night before an exam. How will you cram a night before an exam? Are you gadus? That's what I'm saying. You will forget. There's no how. The moment you get to the exam, or if you are not careful, you just go blank. You just forget everything that you have read. Third is that a lot of students multitask while studying. Only you are studying. You say you want to read. Only you one hand here is on phone. Only you one hand you are cooking. But now you cannot multitask when you are studying. Studying requires dedication. At that particular time, you give in your all and all. So okay, for 2 hours I want to study, and for that 2 hours you are supposed to be studying, not to be doing all that. Not that particular time you want to go and check notifications on your phone to see how many likes you have gotten. Not that time that you remember that you're hungry, you want to go and start cooking. And the last what study habit students have been doing is rereading notes. Now, it is actually bad to reread notes too, but it's bad when you reread notes non-actively. That's unactive or inactive, as the case may be. You understand? So let me just brush through the worst study habit again, talking about passive reading and highlighting. Too much of highlighting, too much. Second is cramming the night before an exam. Third is multitasking while studying, and fourth is the rereading notes. So that is just the worst study habit which has been hindering a lot of students from actually achieving their potentials. So let's talk about the best study habit every student must have if you are actually dreaming of scoring high and performing high in all your exams. The first is that you have to have a study technique, an effective study technique that is known as the active recall. The active recall is just like if you are reading your notes, but at this particular time, after finishing a particular topic, you close your book and see how you can be able to remember what you have read. You close the book and see how you can build photosynthesis. After reading photosynthesis, close your book and see how you can be able to remember what you have read. In the course of your remembering, how you can be able to do this is that you quiz yourself. You ask yourself questions. Say, okay, which is photosynthesis? what are the two stages or two two reactions of photosynthesis? We have the dark phase and we have the light phase. Stuff like that. You just try to ask yourself questions. Okay, what are the byproducts of photosynthesis and stuff like that. In a case where you tend to forget anything, you still have the opportunity of going back to that note and revising it. Second is the space repetition. Space repetition is studying more in less time. That is what space repetition is all about. So you simply, assuming from your timetable, you study biology on Monday, you space Tuesday, and on Wednesday you go back to study your biology. That is what is known as the space repetition. We also have the practicing of past questions. Practicing past questions regularly if you want to perform well in your exams. Past questions is not just for you to practice. Past questions tells you the nature of your exams. It tells you the format. It tells you what you really have to concentrate on. Because you actually deduce the pattern where a particular lecture, how a particular lecturer sets their questions from their past questions. And also the Pomodoro techniques. The Pomodoro technique is simply studying in short focused blocks. If you have to study for 1 hour, you study for 25 minutes, have a 5-minute break, come back and study for 5 minutes. That is what the Pomodoro technique is all about. Now, study for short minute breaks actually releases tension and keeps you focused on what you are actually doing. And my bonus here is what I call the famous technique. The famous technique is simply teaching someone else what you know. So if you finish studying, you can teach someone else what you do, or if you don't have someone to teach, you can just teach an imaginary audience what you know. And in the case where you forgot what you have studied, you still have the opportunity of going back to it. Why this is effective is because for you to teach someone else what you know, or for you to teach someone else, it means you actually know that concept. And in case you have also forgotten, you still have the opportunity of going back to it. So to have a recap of everything, I talked about the active recall, talked about the space repetition, the practicing of questions, the Pomodoro technique, and the bonus, which is the famous technique. Note that having an effective study technique is a great strategy in increasing your study rate and increasing your total grade performance from average to exceptional or to distinction. Note that you cannot just achieve this in just one sitting, but you can do all this through consistent practice. Drop it in the comment section which of these tips you are going to try right away. And please, if you love this video, don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button, share this video to your friends so that they can come here and get value, and in turn I will feel motivated to continue dropping videos like this. Until I see you in my next video, always remember that you are wonderful, always remember that you are unique, and always remember that you are a pace setter. I really love you. Thank you.